This is Success Corp. They develop business intelligence applications for customers around the world. This is Bob. He's the Director of Product Management for Success Corp. Bob's job is to maximize software revenue while minimizing piracy. In other words, make sure those people who actually paid for the software are the ones using it. Software overuse and piracy is a major issue for Bob and the software industry. In 2011, more than $63 billion in revenue was pirated. Bob knows that in order to stay profitable and competitive, he needs a way to protect his company's applications from unauthorized use while meeting the demands of his diverse customers. He decided to adapt his company's products to meet the pricing and packaging needs of his customers by creating one single version of each application and then use licensing to turn specific features on and off. This allowed him to create several distinct packages that he was able to customize and distribute to each of his customers. This was great because it gave the customers exactly what they wanted, and Bob was better able to manage the costs of developing the software. But Bob wasn't satisfied. He knew he had to keep pace with technology, and SaaS was the fastest growing segment of the software industry. So he decided to create a SaaS offering and put it in the Amazon store. Since the software had the right licensing in place, he knew his software was protected and monetized appropriately. Licensing was the missing piece Bob was looking for. He remembered back to a time when he tried a software audit-only approach, sending in teams to his enterprise customers to check for non-compliance. This always felt too invasive, not to mention it was expensive and difficult to do. Now, with the right licensing and compliance technology in place, Bob was back in the driver's seat and could set specific policies for his customer base. For customers in markets where piracy is an issue, he used strict enforcement licensing to protect his software against abuse. For his large enterprise customers who need more flexibility with their licensing, he set up a 5% overage model that provided uninterrupted use of his software in the event of small fluctuations in licensing needs. Bob loved this newfound flexibility and set his mind to creating even more solutions for his customers. Some of Bob's customers wanted the flexibility to add licenses as needed, but also wanted predictable pricing. So Bob created a hybrid pricing model that combined a normal site license with a perpetual license, enabling his customers to add users at any time by paying an incremental quarterly fee. Finally, for Bob's most trusted global enterprise customers, he developed a usage-based licensing model that enabled them to use his applications freely while monitoring usage behind the scenes. This trust but verify approach provided a single reconciled source of usage and entitlements to their customers, making it easy to track and bill for overages. Bob's customers loved his dynamic new approach to software licensing, and he was able to boost Success Corp's recurring revenue by 40%. Yep, Bob was a hero around the office, and his boss promoted him to vice president. Attaboy, Bob. Learn how Flexera Software's compliance management solution gives you the control and flexibility you need to boost your revenue and customer satisfaction and be a hero like Bob.